Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm here for the final live stream of the day. I'm just pulling it up on here. Is that it? That's it. Sue, will I move to Minnesota for school? Okay, I think you will. Let's see. Yeah, I think you will. I, I think so. Coco. As told me she feels a soul connection with me. What are her true feelings? That's how she feels. She's not holding herself back. She feels celebration and she feels like this can move forward. She also feels like she can manifest anything she wants here. Um, she wasn't lying when she said that. Fanny, what is keeping Bobby from reaching out? Fear. There's a lot of fear around him, but it doesn't last long. He gets past it and he reaches out. He comes to a point where he has to, like, he mans up. And then it's like there's success around the situation and he reaches out. Right now, he's upside down, but he's going to reach out. Let me see if I can get some timing on that. Could be sometime in the month of August or late August moving into the fall, but you're going to hear from him. Crystal, why is Sean the Cancer got me? Why is Sean the Cancer got me? Wait a second, I don't understand the question. Send it with purple hearts. Why does he got you? There's a piece missing. Stephanie, T posted a song on IG today. Was it about me? Well, I get a 33% chance it could have been about you. I feel like he just put it there. I don't think he had anybody specific in mind, but 33% chance it could have been for you. Cece, how does Jay feel romantically about me? Is there a future here? Okay. Is there a future here? There is a future. Let's see, how is this person feeling? If you haven't heard from them, they come in out of the blue when you least expect it. They're feeling that there's a good psychic connection between the two of you. They feel perseverant. They're not in love just yet, but they have an interest. Yeah, there's a possibility for a future here. Definitely. Siba. Uh-oh. All right. Post with purple hearts. Hippie Brit. Oh, wait, there's Siba. Will I see Leo in person in the next month? I'm only getting 33% chance. I'm not convinced that it happens this month in person. Hippie Brit, general for the weekend next week. Okay. Oh, well, any anxiety or old wounds, any of that shit's moving into the past. You may feel a little bit undecided or indecisive on what you want out of life moving forward, but you lay down the law. You know, you're coming to a point in your life where you're not taking any bullshit. Anybody tries to bullshit you, you're definitely cutting that up. Watch out for a small little argument, not a big deal. It's in reverse, but you may have words with somebody. Life starts to move forward over the weekend into next weekend, maybe over the next 10 days. Happiness comes in and there's cause for celebration. So something positive happens that makes you pretty happy over the next 10 days. Crystal, Christopher still want to marry me. I get a 70% chance, yes, he still does. Goonie, am I still on the right path spiritually? Still on the right path spiritually. Here, you want to go into the blankets? Come over here. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are on the right path. You're doing really well too. It feels like you're doing really well. CC, will there be a reconciliation with M and C? Yes, there will be. It may take some time. One person is feeling underappreciated, and like they seem to have reason to feel that way. So it may take a minute for them to feel forgiving or for this to actually happen, but it does happen. Sister, what is the focus? What has his focus been lately? Business. Choices and decisions around business. He feels like he's persevering. I don't know what's gone on, like pandemic wise, or how it's affected him, but it looks like he took a hit, especially at the beginning, but then he figured out a way to bring more money in. But that's where his energy is going right now. Business and money. Crystal, why is Sean Cancer ghost me? He felt like he was putting in a lot of effort and not seeing a payoff. He felt burdened by the situation. He felt like he wasn't getting enough out of it. Sun is in reverse. So initially he felt like there was going to be happiness around the situation, but it was taking too long, or he felt like it wasn't getting anywhere. The sun wasn't coming out fast enough for him. So he felt like he had to make a decision. He had choices around him, and he may have met somebody, and he may be busy with that person right now. I don't know what your relationship was with him, but it feels like somebody else came into the picture and things took off quicker. Crystal, Mel's question. All right. I don't see a question yet. So I will do Josette. Has Dre moved on from me? No. No. He actually thinks about you a lot. Queen, will I be happy with the outcome of Jay's group project that I am part of? At the end of the day, yes. 10 of Cups is in reverse, so it may be somewhat of a struggle to get there. It might be tough for you getting there, but at the end of the day, you're satisfied. Susie, will he like the pic I sent him when he sees it? Yes, he will, very much. Ray, was the pain Z caused in me in the past intentional? Let's see. No, it wasn't. It wasn't intentional. SIBO, will A reach out and communicate in the next few months? Or in the next month? Next few months, okay. Yes. Probably before July. Queen. What are my spiritual gifts? Intuition. You have choices too. So you can choose to cultivate one more over the other first. It looks like intuition is very strong. You may have the gift of I can't say the word. Clairaudient, and you may have the gift of prophetic dreams. It looks like maybe you can cultivate the clairaudient, hearing things before the other ones, before sight or sense. Strength. One of your greatest spiritual gifts is strength. Great inner strength release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. I would pay attention when you get thoughts and random ideas in your head, because all those thoughts may not be yours. They may be coming from spirits. Take notice. Or if something pops out of the blue that kind of knocks you over. Sometimes you may hear a voice. It could be really loud. You may think somebody said something to you and there's no one there, that kind of thing. Cece. I'm unsure if this question is okay. If not, I'll ask another. When is the next time I'll get some? It's been a while. And with someone newer from the past. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Will it be with someone new? It's going to be with someone new, and let's see. Could be an Aquarius that comes in. It could be in the month of May. If it's not in May, it's going to be over the summer. Clubs are the summer, but it could be as soon as this month. So questions that I can't really answer are like, where am I going to meet my husband? What's his name going to be? What's my next job going to be? Are we going to be together until the day we die? Those are the kind of questions I can't answer. What's the best job for me? I can't answer those because it's too broad and I don't know you, and I don't know how old you are. Are you 17 and you're working, at part-time jobs? Or are you, on your way into retirement? So those questions I can't answer. But if you were to say something like, what would be a better career choice for me, a music teacher or a social worker, I can weigh one against the other. So like weighing, is it going to be somebody new versus somebody old? I can do that. That's, comes up as like a yes and no type of a question. So yeah, those questions are fine. Allison, what is holding me back from leaving MG fully? Well, there's a couple of things. There is a connection here, and it doesn't look like you're ready to let go. Death is in reverse. But there's a couple of things that can keep two people together that shouldn't be together. First of all, it could be some people, and I can't answer this for you, I'm just saying that this happens. Some people don't like to be alone. And unless they know that they have somebody else that they're going to be with, they won't leave. They don't care how bad things get. They are willing to put up with crap on top of crap on top of crap as long as they're not alone. They will not leave until they're 100% sure somebody else is waiting. So that keeps people together. Sex keeps people together, not because of good sex or because of, I can't do it with anyone else, but because your energy, like it's an energy exchange. And, you know, it's like two people become one. So there you go. So it's very hard to let go of that if you're still have a sexual relationship. Sometimes it's a genuine connection that two people really care about each other. They may be at the wrong places at the wrong times. One person may want to get married and have kids. The other person may want to backpack through Europe, and it's just not working. But they still want to be together, you know? So there's a lot of reasons why you may not want, why you can't leave this person. It does look like you are going to make a decision, though. You are going to make a decision. And you may persevere, you know, move on to somebody else. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Nicole, why does my son think that Jeff was said when he heard him on the phone, and when he's seen him today? Also, he thought I was crying when he came to hug me while I was talking to Jeff, but I wasn't. Well, the kid may be very intuitive, and he may be picking up on sadness. That's very possible. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Yeah. Is this kid a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer? Maybe even a Scorpio, because he seems very deep, and he seems like he's very connected. Children tend to be very psychic, but they can feel emotions even if you don't tell them. And I think that that's what it is. He senses it. He senses the sorrow. The Cancer card is here, but so is the Scorpio card. I'm wondering, maybe Scorpio rising or Cancer rising, but he's very deep. He can sense it. Even if you're, you know, people can just sense it. And kids are very intuitive, but people can be in general. When my mom was sick, I had taken her to the doctor. I don't remember who else was there, but we were in the room, and she said to me, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "I'm not crying. I wasn't crying. I was like fine." And she was like, "If you're crying on the inside, I can feel it." So, and kids are much more psychically linked than, you know, adults. So he can feel it. You kind of feel that heaviness sometimes. Some people are really good at it. Other people, you know, and then even the best people can sometimes be off, you know, pick up a funny vibe or pick up somebody else's vibe. But I think this kid's very intuitive. I would encourage him to cultivate that if you can, you know, maybe without like saying it, just kind of encourage that side of him. Nana, when will I talk to the Leo and how will it go? It's possible before the end of the spring. It could turn into an argument, and you may feel like you got nowhere, but you're prepared for that when you enter the situation. Death is in reverse, so things don't change quickly. You actually may feel a little bit stuck. You use your intuition. Things could change in the future, but it may take more than one phone call or more than one talk. Josette, we had a disagreement earlier. How is his energy? Well, he's a little bit all over the place. Like, on one hand, he feels relief around the situation. He feels it was just a disagreement, right? Not a big deal. He feels like he was right, and he feels happy. He feels like he's got choices, but yet he also feels like he's full of regret. So he's kind of like on both sides of the fence right now. He thinks that he won the disagreement or that he was right, but he also has a lot of regret about what's going on around his life. I don't know what your disagreement was about, but it doesn't make a difference. He's feeling like regret on one hand, but success on the other. Happiness, like he wants to be happy. I don't think he is right now. Not with the 5 of Cups. That's like crying over spilt milk. It's like it's done. You know, leave that in the past. You're not going to change it. But he's still kind of harping on something from the past. Allison, how is AT's mom and family feeling about KS? Does her mom miss me? Her mom misses you. Yeah, her mom misses you. They feel that that KS is okay. Um, they may think that she's a little bit like lazy, or she doesn't have a lot of oomph or a lot of drive. Maybe she lacks passion, but they think she's okay. Sweet thing. All right, let's see. Will I get laid this weekend? My God, you get a 70% chance that you will. Yeah, I think you will. Good luck. Oh no, see, but I said in the next few months. I changed it, and I think that you will. I think that you're going to see him before before the beginning of July. I think, but I don't know. We just had our lockdown extended here in New York, so I don't know what's happening with the timing of anything. But I think that you will see him before July 1st. That's what I'm thinking. Priscilla, why do I feel Capricorn energy makes me very happy? The first card that shows up is the Capricorn. Well, you're not holding yourself back. Capricorn energy may ground you. So there's a couple of things. Astrologically, if you don't have a lot of earth in your chart, I don't have any earth in my chart, none at all. But things that ground me are other earth signs that are in my life. I have a lot of friends that are earth signs. They're kind of like the grounding to me. I have nothing in earth signs, none at all. And this one here, she's like 5 planets in Capricorn. So that could be, it could be that you feel their grounding energy and that kind of balances you out. That's probably what it is, and that's why you find them attractive. Especially Capricorn. Taurus is very slow mover. Capricorn is very methodical. Like they don't miss one step. They walk up each step. Taurus they're similar, but they're very slow. Capricorn's slow, but they don't miss it. You know, they're like, excuse me, they take every step to the top, and they climb to the top. They're high achievers. Virgo, I feel out of all 3 of them is the least earthy. Like they're also mutable, so they're a little bit more changeable than the other signs. Capricorn is very grounded, so if you don't have any of that in your chart, that's what you're craving, and that's why they make you feel stable. Or if you have a little bit of it. Susie, is there a bad energy in my house I should smudge? Because myself, my son, and daughter seem to be depressed, especially me and my daughter. I feel the house is really sad over the last year, or is it my health? If you get that vibe, I would always sage, always. And also put out bowls of salt. You can put the salt, make salt water. That should absorb negative. Just don't forget to change them. They need to be changed frequently. If you really feel strongly, you can get like salt lamps and put them in different rooms. That should help with negativity. Spray Florida water. Florida water is not expensive. It smells nice too. And you can also burn black candles to get rid of negativity. If you're all feeling it, I would say that there's something in the house. You know, negative breeds negative. So if you're feeling depressed, it's easy for somebody else to pick up that depressive energy. I had a friend who he never even really had a serious worry in the world, but he would get so down, or like he was so negative all the time, that I used to try to kind of bring him back up, but he was so negative he would pull me down. I would find myself being on the phone with him and being like, yeah, but look at me. I have to work 2 jobs and I don't have any money, and I have to still, my car, I still owe 5 years on my car, and I'm never going to pay my house off. And I felt like he would just bring me down because everything was so negative. Like I would try so hard to make him see the positive, but I turned around for I was looking at the negative. So I wound up having to cut him out of my life because he was just, I mean, he was above and beyond. But so if you're feeling depressed and other people are around that, they can pick up that energy and you guys can kind of feed off one another. So I would start with cleansing the whole place. And if that doesn't help, then the next step that I would do is physical. Find something to do physically. Going out for walks or sitting in nature, going to like a stream, something like that can help with negativity. Like, look, there's clinical like depression that's like a legit thing where you need to go and be evaluated and have medication and that kind of stuff. That's one thing. And that's different from like feeling depressed over something. Sometimes like, we're human beings. Like sometimes we get depressed. Sometimes things suck. Sometimes, you get a bill in the mail that you didn't expect and you're like, oh, fuck, I got to pay this now. That's normal. If it's something like that, little things like going for a walk can help change the energy. Just physically moving and breaking up that energy helps. But it has to be something that's not like where it doesn't require more help. Like sometimes you really need to like speak to somebody because chemicals are off. I mean, that's like a legitimate thing. But if it's something that other people are picking it up off of one another, I think that tends to be less of, I think it's more of like picking up people's energy and bringing everybody down because everybody is down. It's very easy to fall down that hill. But it's also, you can turn it around, and change that energy. It just takes a little bit of work. And things like vitamin D, being out in the sunlight, a little bit of that can make a world of difference. I used to suffer pretty bad from like seasonal disorder, not that, it wasn't like debilitating, but I used to mope around all winter. And then one winter I decided I wasn't going to stop running. I didn't care how cold it was. I was going to still continue to run. And I felt like it made a huge difference. Anyhow. Yeah, I don't like to, when in doubt, smudge. Really, you can't go wrong. Smudge. Make sure that you have a window or a door open. Crystal. Why has James got me in and out of my life? He's a Sag. Oh, well, Sagittarius can be like that. Sagittarius, I always say they're like nailing Jello to the wall. Yeah, this guy's going to continue to come in and out. So it looks like he pulls away. Is this the guy that you just asked about, or this is a different guy? It doesn't matter. He pulls away, right? But here he is, 6 of Cups. Here he comes back. Causes you some sort of anxiety around the situation, but he feels passionately. And then he may come in like with a lot of passion and a lot of vigor. And then he might disappear again. And then at the end of the day here, at the end of this reading, there's good fortune around the relationship. So Sagittarius, they're the nomad. They're the wanderer. They're like the, they're all over the place. So that's just their personality. When you know that and you know how to deal with the Sagittarius, you kind of expect it. Sagittarius and I feel Aquarius can be like that too. You never know when they're going to blow in and blow out. They're a lot of fun though. Sagittarians are usually in a good mood. Like they're usually a lot of fun to be around, but they're a pain in the ass. They also sometimes say things without thinking. Anyway, that's just his nature. He's in and out. He's going to continue to do that. Ray, have I healed from Z yet? If not, when? Any advice? Have I healed from Z? Or I don't know what Z is. If it's a person, I'm just going to ask it as a yes or no question. Have I healed from Z? Yeah, according to this, 78% chance you've healed. If you're feeling like you haven't healed, healing should come in quickly, quick changes with the Knight of Swords. The thing with like healing from anything, I think a lot of it comes from the way that we feel about ourselves, or fear for the future. I don't know what your relationship is with this person. I'm not 100% sure it is a person, but when you think about healing, right, you have to like focus on what it is that, like, how you feel about yourself. Like, think about it. If somebody's been treating you really poorly, you have to, on some level, believe that that's what you deserve to put up with it, because otherwise you would walk away from it. So in a situation like that, I would say to work with affirmations. It sounds really cheesy and corny, but writing it out, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am lovable, sounds really corny, but it helps and it changes the energy around you. So it could take what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but it may make a world of difference. A lot of times when somebody has mistreated us and we've allowed it for so long, it says more about what we think about ourselves, right? Because think about it, if the situation were reversed and this was your friend, what would you say to your friend if they were being treated, however it is, or whatever it was that hurt you, right? You would tell them, you would be like, oh, don't stand, I wouldn't stand for that. You tell him to go to hell. Who does he think he is? That kind of stuff. But meanwhile, when it's us, we're like, well, make excuses, or we feel like, well, do you think he's going to call? And maybe we can talk about it. But somebody's already hurt your feelings and done something really shitty. Do you really want them back? Do you really want to be back in that situation? Work with the affirmations. I think you'll find some relief in it. I hope I answered that right, because I'm not sure I know what Z is.
Yeah, that's riveting, but why stop there? I'd love to know if Andy enjoys romantic comedies, candlelit dinners, and a little light B&D. People in rest homes are dying to know, or just dying.
The thing is that people, okay, Allison, people that it's like, if you don't take time to be alone and heal from one thing, like if you have your heart broken by somebody and then immediately you jump right into a situation with the next person and you don't give yourself time to heal, you usually end up back in a very similar situation. It's better to take time and heal from the situation than put a band-aid on it with somebody else, because that's what it's going to be. If you know that this situation with this person is not for the greater good for either one of you, waiting to find somebody else is not the answer, because that's just, the other person is just a band-aid. They're just filling the hole. The hole will be there when that next person disappears. It's not healing the problem. See, we have this idea in our heads, right? The soulmates and I'm in love and all this. But a lot of times people are really attracted to somebody because they're filling some kind of a wound inside them. Like, for example, I know plenty of people that just wanted to get married, right? They just wanted to get married. They wanted a wedding. They wanted to be a princess and have a carriage and have a nice sculpture. That's what they wanted. It was more about the wedding and telling everyone and their high school friends, knowing that they got married, that it was actually about a marriage with the person that they're standing in front of. It's like, oh my God, I'm 25. Everybody else is married and I'm not. I got to find someone. A lot of the times the guy is in the opposite role of, well, I'm the man and, I'm going to get tied down now. And that's how they find each other. And it's like one person has a need and the other person has a need and they click, right? But it's not really about finding true love and compassion and patience. And it's more of like, me too, I have to be with somebody too. Look, I'm married now too. Look, now I have children too. And you'll see with a lot of these relationships that it comes across, I had a good friend of mine that we used to say this all the time. Like, it was like, well, I'll be happy once I have my wedding. Oh, I'll be happy once I buy my house. Oh, I'll be happy once I have my first child. Oh, I'll be happy once I have a bigger house. The happiness doesn't come because they're just trying to fill a void with whatever the hole is that's inside of them. So until you fill that hole, you'll try to stick anything else in there that fills it temporarily. So taking some time, and thinking about, what is it that happened to me along the lines, and we all have it, that has left these open wounds that I'm trying to put a band-aid on. Because a lot of times that's what it is. And that's also the same thing when we're attracted to somebody who's treated us like dog shit. It's the same thing. Do you really love that person? Are you really in love with someone who's lied to you, cheated on you, stole from you, whatever? I mean, we've heard it all. Most of the time, it's the idea of that person, or the fact that that person is not giving you what you want makes you want them, So think about that. If you found somebody else tomorrow, would it really be fixing the problem or just creating a new one? So something to think about. Anyway, Susie, is my brother at peace and does he visit me? Or I'm not a medium, but this is what the cards say. Judgment card. Yes. He is at peace. He does visit you. And there may be a lot of he may send you a lot of messages, because the Judgment card is like, it's like being guided by the divine. And I know that, like a lot of message may come through, a lot of messages may be coming through. Keep your eyes and ears open. Some people aren't open to that kind of stuff, but if you are, you might start noticing them. Susie, question below, will my father learn his lesson in the next life, and is he sorry? Okay. He is sorry. He will probably learn his lesson in the next life. And this is what I have been told. I don't know this. I never got this message from God or anybody like that. But the woman that reads my cards told me that when the soul crosses over, they leave all of the bullshit here, and they don't bring it with them over there. So they're very different. Like, they don't have all of the emotional baggage over there that they had when they were here. So everything is much, I want to say, lighter or airy over there. Yes, and I do think he's sorry. Yeah. Crystal, how does Christian feel about me? Okay, Christian, how does Christian feel about me? He feels that you are well prepared, very capable, that you have a lot of choices around you. He thinks that you're loving, kind, well-grounded, but indecisive. He thinks that you're very intuitive. And he thinks that you give great advice. I don't know if you've ever given him advice, but it looks like you would be somebody he would go to if he had an issue, like and needed someone's opinion. Crystal, Brandy's question. Oh, Brandy and Mel have a question from Crystal. Cece, when will the reconciliation between M and C start? So, sometime within the next 3 months, over this summer. It should happen over this summer, before the summer ends. Crystal, should I give my ex a chance? Will he grow up? It doesn't look like he's done much growing. I think if you were to go back to him, you would find yourself back in the same situation that you were in then. Queen. I got quite sick in the middle of March. Was it COVID? No, I don't think it was. My sister-in-law got really sick in February. She said it was February. She went for the antibody test because she was pretty sure that that's what she had. And she came back not having the antibodies. So, no, I don't think you had it. Priscilla.
Which is why when it comes to his dentures, only new Polygrip cushioning comfort will do. The first and only formula.
All right, I don't see the question yet.
Choose new Polygrip cushioning comfort.
Adversity came to town and said, "Show me what you're made of." So we showed our people, sourcing and distributing.
I'm in close union with my Capricorn. Or am I close to union with my Capricorn or closer to reconciliation? Let's see. Am I close to union with my Capricorn? 70% chance, yes, you're close to reconciliation. You're closer to reconciliation, yes. That's what I think. I think you're closer to reconciliation first, and then the union can come after that. Allison, I was sick last year. Did I have COVID? I'm only getting 33% chance that you had it. I'm not convinced that you had it either. Nicole, how was the energy around my baby boy with his dad? Nice. 9 of Wands and 6 of Wands. Feeling success and feeling like he can breathe a sigh of relief. It felt good. It was very good energy around the two of them. That's nice. Oh. Allison, what's going to happen with the spell work I had done? It works and it slows down and then it works. What's the end result? That's exactly what it shows. It shows, all right, I don't know what kind of a spell you did, but it's like, not so great, not so great, then there's more success, not so great, some success. It's a little bit up and down. You know, spell work is funny because there's a free will that's involved. So it depends what kind of a spell it is. If it's like cultivating love, you got to be open for love to come in. So there's free will. Not being open could delay that. If it's, you know, it depends what kind of spell work it is. I think at the end of the day, it will be successful because there's energy around it and it's like things are moving, things aren't stagnant. It may take a little bit longer than you expect though, for it to finally work. TZ. Sia the Sag and me the Pisces. ever cross paths again? No contact in 9 years. Okay, let's see. Will the Sag and the Pisces cross paths again? Oh, definitely. Yes, you got 2 aces in the Wheel of Fortune. You will cross paths again, definitely. Josette, does he want me to fight for us? Since he has no choices, okay. You know, he comes up indecisive to the Two of Swords. Sometimes yes, he does want you to fight. And other times he's like, you know what, it's best I just leave. It's best I just go and I start over somewhere else. It's too hard here. I think you've got to do what you're comfortable with. Like, if you feel like it's in your gut that you want to fight for this and that you want to try to convince him to stay here or whatever, then that's what you have to do. And then his choice is his choice at the end of the day. But I think that you have to put yourself first with what you want out of this, not what he wants. So I would say if it's important for you, then you have nothing to lose by, you know, trying to fight. Susie, I see 2 spirits in the house, so have the kids. We used to have an old lady who scared the kids. I got her to leave. I see a man downstairs, but I just see orbs, shadows of someone, and cold spots upstairs. I would sage that place. I really would, because especially if you're feeling depressed and you're feeling, and everyone else is feeling depressed, I would sage it, ask them all to leave. I would put out, if you can put salt around the house, even better. And I would use black and white candles to clean out that energy, definitely. Definitely, they don't belong there. Time for them to go. Nicole, how was he feeling when when we met up and talked a little? My oldest son is a Sag, okay. This is when you met up with your son. How was the son feeling, right? Okay.
Sounds like we're cut from the same cloth. You know, I see a conversation with the ghost of Joaquin Phoenix.
I think he's still.
Oh no, Jeff. Okay, okay. How was Jeff feeling? Oh, he's a Sag. Oh, okay, I see. Because I was wondering if he was a. All right, baby, I'm coming. I'm coming. He's feeling good. He's feeling persevering, and he's feeling like there's celebration around the two of you. He's also feeling very strong. The energy around the two of you is good. All right, love, love. All right, love, love. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, look at you in your little lemon outfit. Lemons. Ooh. All right. I got you. I got you in your little lemon outfit. Oh. Ah. All right, baby. Did I get lipstick on you? I did. Oh, you're laughing? That's funny? Let's wipe that off. It's funny? Funny to get lipstick on your fingers? All right. Mariana, general for this month.
It's like, you know, when your girlfriend starts talking about your younger brother right in front of you.
You have good stuff happening. The Magician, you can manifest just about anything you want when you have the Magician. Focus on positive, not negative. So if you want more work, focus on having work. If you want more free time, focus on having free time. You have passion coming in around you. Watch out for some arguments. You have a large sum of money coming in sometime this month, feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. There's good stuff happening with money and business around you, or money and a job. The Magician, magic. Focus on what you want. You can create it.
I think the Dems are really worried about Joe, and I think Joe's has no clue.
You also may be starting to feel a little bit more respected this month. And you may feel like you're on the right track. This could be a road trip, but it also could be life moves forward quickly this month. Aw, Anna. Aw. I'm sorry that you're sad tonight. Priscilla, am I going to be successful with my Capricorn in the future?
When you want to get dinner on, you gotta write a script down. We can come on and be like, you can sound like De Niro, the guy in the movies that everyone thinks so sharp and always avoids being arrested, whereas that guy couldn't talk to that.
70% chance, yes, you're going to be successful.
What a letdown the real De Niro is from the role. Not for assuming that he was this really interesting person. He is
Stephanie, did T block me? I texted him a few times and it's not saying delivered, but my friend sees him on Facebook and IG. Can't imagine he would block you. Let's see. Did T block me?
For Joe Biden, you've got Stacey Abrams and Elizabeth Warren. They have a truthful background, so they can prescribe one to them. Elizabeth Warren is a Native American, and Stacey Abrams is qualified as a governor, so they have their own laundry in pretty good shape. And so now you have these two, very accomplished.
I can't imagine that he blocked you, but I'm getting a 70% chance he blocked you. I can't imagine why. Maybe he did it by accident. The only other thing that I could say that the messages are not delivered, if you're sending them through regular text messages like through the phone, would be it's possible that if he didn't pay the phone bill and the phone got shut off, the messages wouldn't get delivered. But the Wi-Fi may still be working, and that's why he's on Instagram and Facebook. I've been in situations like that. Not me, but somebody else, where he didn't have a working phone number at the time, so he was sending me Instagram messages because text messages at the moment weren't working. So that could be why. I can't imagine that he blocked you on purpose. For what reason? No, I don't. I just don't think he did. There's no reason for him to block you like that. I don't know who his carrier is, but the phones can be, they can be funny business these days. Crystal, how's Eric's finances? Why Eric don't have his stimulus check?
Introducing copper red eyes. First compression sleeve to include the healing sensation of menthol and the energizing properties of CoQ10.
His finances don't look that great. I don't know what he does for a living, but 8 of Pentacles is in reverse, which kind of indicates that he may be a little bit on the lazy side or puts in a little effort. Maybe gets away with the bare minimum. There's also a tower moment here around his finances, so I don't think finances are good, or they're not that great. If he doesn't have his stimulus check yet, there could be a couple of reasons. He didn't file his taxes in 2018 or 2019, or the check just hasn't come yet, because checks take longer than direct deposit, or he's made over the amount, whatever the amount was, 75,000, I think it was. If you made over 75,000, you're not getting a check. I have a feeling that it may have something to do with the taxes. Maybe he hasn't filed yet, and that's why. His finances do not look great. There's a huge tower in the middle of his spread. So I don't know. You looking at me? What are you looking at me? You think I'm crazy? Crystal,
If something works, it works, no one will stick with it.
will I get more money from the government?
just can't work out as much anymore. But if you find the right support, you can continue and get some complicated maybe you realize.
Experience the new Copperfit Ice motion activated compression sleeves. Feel the power of Copperfit.
Understands the burden this difficult time has been on the central business.
Not at this time, I don't think.
Because we are in the central business, helping you solve your changing communication.
Josette, what will Dre do once I fall back from trying? He's going to show up. 6 of Cups, somebody from your past returns. He, at the time that he shows up, there could be money issues around him. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. He could be feeling very unstable with finances. Ray, does Z feel sorry for what he's done to me? He does feel sorry, but I don't think he feels as sorry as he should. Let me put it that way. Cece, general love for May and June. General love for May and June.
It's not where it's at. The VA Democrats.
You've got a new love interest coming in, or a love interest coming in. It doesn't have to necessarily be new. Soulmate relationship. Feeling like life changes quickly. Could be with an Aquarius around the situation. No longer feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Celebration around love. Somebody is going to be persevering and coming after you pretty hard. There's also a Cancer here. So you've got a couple of people coming in. You may also be taking the upper hand in your relationships and cutting through bullshit and laying down the law, setting up boundaries, you know, what I'll stand for and what I won't stand for.
Intel officials affirming they had no evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia during the 2016 election.
Laugh. How does Sam feel about Kate?
Shifty shift. 9 inches around the
Feels that she's incredibly smart, that she's a lot of fun to be around, thinks that she's well-grounded, attractive. Attractive comes up again. Nurturing, kind, like things could move forward. I think he genuinely likes her. Ace of Cups is here, may have a love interest. Thinks that she makes a good friend. Yeah, I think it's good. I think he's interested. Stephanie, why did he block me? What is he doing? I can't imagine. I don't believe that he really blocked you on purpose. I just don't. I can't imagine that. There's got to be some kind of mistake here, and that's what I'm definitely going to stick to. There's no reason for him out of the clear blue sky to block you. That makes no sense. I have a feeling this is all going to work itself out. You got spontaneity here. You got the 10 of Cups here. Use your intuition. I just can't believe he blocked you. I don't believe he did. For what reason? Out of the clear blue sky? No. If he did, it was on accident. But I don't even think that he blocked you. I don't even think that that's what happened. Listen, yesterday, somehow, I don't know how. I don't know if it was me that did it or if Avery did it when I was walking her in the carriage. Somehow I deleted the email app off of my phone. I have no idea how I did it, but it was a real pain in the ass to get my email back. So shit happens. I just don't believe that he blocked you on purpose. I can't imagine that. For what reason? Things were going fine. He doesn't seem like, I mean, he seems like he can be an ass at times, but I don't think that he would do something like that. I just don't believe it. I would be really shocked to find out that that was true. Christy, does Avery's doctor feel like he knows what's wrong? I think he does. I think he does.
An example of anybody being the Trump universe, and that means everybody from fans, people wearing red hats.
I hope he does. This way that you can have it, you know, taken care of.
Because they just didn't like
Cece, is the move to the new place room the best decision for me, and will it bring me more happiness?
Be thrown in with that group. I mean, he's already hiding forever as it is. Now he's never going to come out. Thank you so much.
You're gonna roll over?
A little bit.
You're gonna. You go ahead, lay down there.
I don't see the difference between what we were supposed to be stopping is the Russians when the behavior of the Democrat was very Russian.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be a good move for you. I think it's going to be good. I think you should be happy there. TZ, can we look into why me and the Sag will cross paths if he's thinking about me? Really weird, been thinking about him. A lot of very bizarre out of the, I guess out of the blue? Alright, let's see.
And they're just going to say, no matter what the deal, they dismiss the judge eventually. Where does he go from here? And I think the only thing that is right is by making him the head.
I think you cross paths. You know what? If you've been thinking about him, he's been thinking about you, which will put the two of you in the same place in the same time. I don't think that, well, the Six of Cups is here, so he could come back, you know, actually reach out to you or show up. But I think it's more of a divine timing thing that puts the two of you at the same place at the same time. Things move forward. It doesn't look like it's the kind of thing where you have to go looking for it. It's like you walk into it kind of a thing. You know, like walking through the mall and banging into him, that kind of a thing. I don't think that Six of Cups, though, he comes back. So you could run into him somewhere, and then after you run into him, he makes an attempt to contact you. It looks like the powers that be put the two of you at the right place at the right time. That's how it looks here. It brings happiness in when you least expect it, and you're prepared. I'm not going to say that this is going to be like a, you know, I don't know what's going to happen after that. There's a lot of shit that can happen between now and then, but it looks like if you want to bump into this person, you have a wish around a Sagittarius. And I think that the powers that be, you're at the right place at the right time. Six of Cups, after that happens, he could end up reaching out to you somehow, or friending you on social media, or making some kind of a connection. The thing is that with time to us is a huge deal, right? Because we live in like everything is time and space here, but in the spirit world there isn't, or in other realms there's not time. So like just the other day, Anna had heard from somebody who she hasn't spoken to in 30 years. 30 years is an awfully long time, but you know, so what? It happens. You run into people that you haven't seen in a long time all the time. We just don't really think about it unless it's like a certain person. You know, like if I walk into the grocery store tomorrow and I run into like my kindergarten teacher, we don't, you know, I don't make a big deal because it's just my kindergarten teacher, but it's not something I was consciously thinking of, but it happens all the time. People run into each other after a long period of time. I think that that's what's going to happen. There's another one for Priscilla. Priscilla, for the ones that you donate through PayPal, put blue hearts so that I see it. Susie, where do I burn the black and white candles? I prefer black candles. Sometimes they're hard to find. White candles are just as good. And you burn them, I would burn them, I always burn a white candle with next to a cup of water for a few minutes a day. I don't do it every day, but when I feel like I need to, I'll just light the candle and say, like, I'll put one in the bathroom, I'll put it in the kitchen, wherever. Please keep only positive energy around me. That's it. Only positive energy. Surround me with positive energy. Make sure that when you put the candle out, you change the water. Bless you. You don't keep stagnant water. You always want to keep changing the water. Black candles, I don't give that spiel. I just light the black candles. That's supposed to filter out the negativity. You all right? You wipe that. There you go. Help you out there?
Hold on 1 second. Sure. Okay. Oh, yay. Save Travis 40%.
Brianna, who's my soulmate or twin flame and when are they coming in? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I can only tell you when your next significant relationship is coming in and what their sign is. But soulmates, we have hundreds of soulmates. Twin flames, they say that we only have one of, and most of us never meet that person. Whether you do or whether you don't, it doesn't make a difference. Every relationship is important. So let me tell you, your next significant relationship should be with a water sign and somebody who comes in out of the blue and wants to move things forward quickly. They may have some money. They may be a really hard worker. They could be a Pisces. There may be some indecision with you when you meet them, and it will be a soulmate relationship with the Lover's card. They're going to have some money too. They may be a really hard worker that earns a lot of money. And that would be the next significant relationship. I think it's a water sign, probably a Pisces. And it would probably be sometime before the fall. Her little head. You hold up your little head to look at me. Everybody says that you're cute. Say thank you. Thank you. Anna, how is Jay doing tonight? What are his thoughts of me today? Okay, how's he doing tonight? Let's ask that first. Oh, he's doing well tonight. Love and money. The aces generally are good omens when you get them. It's like feeling good, feeling loved, feeling, prosperous, feeling rich. Not necessarily rich with money, but just having like a rich feeling. The way he feels about you, he feels very passionately about you. He thinks that you are like the Roman goddess. He thinks that you're nurturing, kind, caring, compassionate, intuitive. Intuitive comes up twice. He feels good today. Like today's a nice day for him. Yeah. McCall, does Jeff ever miss me? And what are his thoughts of me today? I know he misses you. He thinks that you're incredibly strong. He really does. He thinks that you're strong and you're courageous. He thinks that you're loving, kind, hardworking, patient, compassionate, intuitive, and so spiritually connected. I don't know if you practice a certain religion or something, but he thinks that you're genuinely a good person and very happy. He also thinks that you're very successful, but he thinks that you deserve to have a good life. He does. I believe that. Like he thinks that you deserve to have a lot more, like have a good life. Joshua, My divine soulmate, how does he look in his personality traits? I can't really tell you his looks. I can give you his personality traits. Okay, the next soulmate relationship that comes in, what will this person be like? They're going to be successful. That's one thing. Not afraid to, not afraid to climb the ladder kind of a thing. Like, maybe a Capricorn. I don't know. And I'm not convinced it's a Capricorn, but it's somebody who wants to climb their way to the top. Very grounded, very down to earth, very well balanced. Very strong. They may be strong physically, but they're definitely strong emotionally. Hardworking. Maybe a business owner. They may be very happy. You know, it seems like when they're at work, but when they're not at work, they're having a good time. Perseverant, well respected. This person may be a business owner that's well respected, either like in the community or, yeah, maybe that's possible. You know, like somebody that is like kind of like a prominent figure. Kind, warm-hearted, lucky, well-grounded, and honest. Next person that comes in should be a good person. A good person with money, but with an honesty. I mean, I just can't imagine that he blocked you. I mean, I can't. Now that to me makes no sense. Everything was going well. Anna, regret around our separation. Let's see. Yes, he wishes that things were different, and he also blames himself. But it's not really his fault. This is his job, you know? I mean, he could have handled things different, but this is his job. Hopefully he's going to retire soon and be able to come home. Stephanie, I'm done. I will tell him tomorrow. How will it go? He blocked me because I tried calling and it goes straight to voicemail. And I sent a few more texts and they're not delivered. Last weekend he ghosted me. I hate to suggest this, but can you call from a different number and see if it goes through? I mean, I just can't imagine that he would block you out of nowhere. I mean, let's see. Well, it looks like you make a decision. Yeah, I think you are going to tell him. He's not going to be prepared for it. And he's going to feel like you knocked the wind out of him. He feels very unsuccessful. He feels like he has no choices, or he's got no choice in the matter once you lay this down. I would just make sure that you're blocked first before you do that. I don't know if you can call from somebody else's phone and see if that goes through. I mean, I just can't imagine that this guy would do that. I mean, that's really, if he did that, that's really shitty. But I can't, Yeah, the phone battery could be dead too. That's true. Yeah, but if he's on Instagram, can you be on Instagram on a computer? I would call from another number if you can. Or ask somebody else to call to see if they get through. Queen. Did the beeswax psychic reader really remove the curse from me, or did she scam me? Okay. Let's see what it says. All right. Yeah, I'm going to say that I think you were scammed. 33% chance she removed a curse. So probably about 1,000,000 times I was told that I had a curse on me, and that somebody had to pray on me, had to do some kind of nonsense to clear it. Otherwise, I would never be happy. I heard the whole spiel, and I've been down that road many times. And I had another friend of mine that somebody tried that with him too. That's sort of like a really old trick. But I don't know if you went to this person first and they said you had a curse, or you went to this person thinking you had a curse. Regardless, if you feel like you have a curse on you, or like somebody is wishing you evil, the best thing to do is simple. You can envision a white light around you and you block it. So imagine like white rays that are coming out from you, like surrounding your body, pushing out and pushing away any negative energy. You can bathe with salt, put a salt water bowl underneath your bed. Just make sure you change it frequently. Black candles, white candles, sage, Florida water. Wear a black crystal. Just make sure that you cleanse the crystal frequently. You can, malachite too is excellent for that, but make sure that you cleanse it frequently. I would be very careful with people that are, especially if it's a large sum of money, because it's unfortunate. But people that think that they have a curse on them, or people that think, somebody else emailed me a couple of weeks ago saying that somebody said that their aura was black and they would never be happy. I heard that too in my day. $500 to have that clear. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. You can do it yourself. Nobody has any more power than you over your life. So anybody needs a large sum of money to do something, tell them where to go. Or don't tell them where to go, just don't go back. It's unfortunate that people are like that, but, and then what are you going to do? Go to the police and say, you know, I was paying someone to have hex removal and they scammed me out of $500? First of all, it would be your word against theirs, and then on top of it, the whole thing sounds crazy. Unfortunately, when you're in that situation, and I've been there, when you really feel like you're never going to be happy because the whole world has put a curse on you, you'll do anything to have it removed. When somebody is in pain, emotional pain, they will do anything to have it removed. I don't care, anything. There is no amount of money that is too expensive. Nobody wants to feel pain. So, anyway, the thing is that on a psychological level, if you were to pay somebody 20 bucks, say, to do something, and most of my spells, they're like $25. And they're simple. They're nothing that you can't do, and I have them on my channel. You can do them yourself. But there is something in the idea of putting it out into the universe and cleansing the energy that makes people feel, I mean, even when I've done them for myself, I feel like something was done. And that, I think, is helpful. But, you know, it depends on how much freaking money people want. People can be really ruthless. Crystal, will I get big money from my cousin, from my grandmother? At some point, yeah, I think you do get some money. Yeah.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with any cancer since 9/11? Did you or a loved one live, work, or go to school below Canal Street in Manhattan between 9/11 2001?
AS, why is the cap sending mixed signals?
If you've been diagnosed with any form of cancer in the last 3 years or lost a loved one due to cancer, our attorneys will get you substantial compensation. The time to file a claim is now.
Well, that's how the cap is feeling. Like at one point feels like unsuccessful. Then they feel like they want transformation to come in, so they move forward. Then they feel like they're unlucky. And then it's coming up that there's arguments. And then this person comes back. It may take them a minute to figure out what it is they want. And when they do, they come forward a little bit more. prepared, a little bit more perseverant, and then you guys could actually have a decent connection. It may take a little while. Yeah, might take a little bit.
Which was pi to the 100th place. Try to put that on a policy application. In America. Anyway, Musk was asked about the name of
Crystal, does Madison love Eric?
Well, placeholder? This one, my partner was the one that actually was looking up with the name. Congratulations, Scott. Yeah, she's great at it.
blames his girlfriend. She claims I would never do that to you. You made a mistake. Anyway, she explains herself.
I don't think so. No.
Is the unknown variable. A or ash is my eldest.
Susie, if I call him tomorrow, will he answer? Yeah, I think he will answer. Yeah. Stephanie, is Matt interested in me? Yeah, and not only that, but he thinks about you a lot. Yeah, he's interested and he thinks about you a lot. Stephanie, is he with someone? Is he with E or someone else? I'm hurt. I don't blame you for feeling hurt, but I think that first we should make sure that that's what happened before, you know. I just can't believe that he would do that. I mean, that's really shitty. Really shitty. Let's see. Is he with E? You know what? I think he is with E, and they are fighting. 5 of Wands is around the two of them. So I'm not making excuses for him. There's still no reason to block you if that's what he did. But if he is with E, they're having an argument, and it is not a good time over there. So you know what? That's good. That's what he gets. Hope he suffers.
Joseph Jones, whose parents decided that wasn't enough. Let's call you Joey.
Yeah, Anna. When the Empress shows up, it's like a Roman or a Greek god type. You know, like an Aphrodite. It's like it's a very positive card. It's probably the best card you can get when you're asking how somebody feels about you. Found in Wonderland. Will me and A end up in a happy relationship? You know what? You have a very high probability of ending up in a happy relationship. It may take time. 10 of Cups is in reverse, but that's still a good omen. It's still favorable omen for it. DJ, love. You're going to be at the right place at the right time, being divinely guided, and love cup is full. Use your intuition. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a fire sign coming in. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries who may have some money around them. You're walking away from things that no longer work for you. If there's someone around you right now and things aren't working, you tell them where to go. You have very sharp words with them, and you're leaving them for somebody else. You have a good connection coming in. It's slow moving, but it's with a new love interest. If you are with someone now, then you would be redefining your relationship with them and moving forward to a better place with them. It's favorable for moving forward if you're with someone. If you're not, somebody new is coming in. Stephanie, my friend, is friends with him on Facebook and on IG, and I had him before but never added him again. So she's able to see him, and I didn't do anything. I'm just curious as to whether or not, yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, it's a lot of bullshit already. I'm curious as to whether or not he really blocked you. Excuse me, because I can't imagine that out of the clear blue sky for no reason he blocked you. If he did, I mean, but I can't imagine that. It's terrible. Yeah, no, I don't blame you for feeling that way. Queen. Will my next significant relationship be long-term, short-term, or potential marriage? And how will their personality be? Next. Tell me about the next significant relationship. It would definitely be long-term. I can't tell you that it's going to be marriage, though. Not at this point. But it looks like it happens out of the blue. They may be a very creative type, could be a Pisces, or they just may be very creative. They're well prepared, financially stable, incredibly smart, and they turn your life around quickly. Like they may come in and things change. Like, I don't know if they come in with a new hobby or a new something that they're into. You know, I don't know. They show up and maybe they happen to like to go boating or something, and all of a sudden now you have a hobby boating. Something around your life changes when they show up. They are pretty financially stable and well balanced, and you feel like a wish came true when you meet them. There's an Aquarius here. Could be an Aquarius. They're also pretty creative, so it could be a creative Pisces or an Aquarius. It would be a long-term relationship that would be a soulmate connection. I don't see marriage right now. But they would be a big part of your life in a positive way. They would bring in positive activities, positive new hobbies. It's somebody who would be really good for you. DJ, traits of my future husband. Intuitive, possibly a Pisces, doesn't have to be, but they would be very intuitive. You'll have choices though around a husband. Somebody who's well balanced. Maybe there could be somebody that works around the law, a cop, a judge, a lawyer, something like that, or it could be someone that works near a courthouse or a police station. Somebody who is they're like constantly bettering themselves. They're always going for like the next level, or they're always trying to learn something. They have a lot of perseverance. They're very well grounded. They could be a Taurus. There's a Taurus here. They're very successful. They may also be very spiritual and very happy. They may have like a belief in something, like they may have like a strong belief in God or a spiritual practice or something that gives them a lot of serenity. Goonie, what are Desi's spiritual gifts? Intuition is pretty spot on. I would say that this person may even have the gift of clairvoyance. I think that when they close their eyes, they may be able to see things. If not now, they could cultivate that. It does look like they're very strong. They have a lot of personal strength, and they're very well balanced, and they're kind. So spiritually, they're pretty well connected. But we're constantly growing, and we're all on spiritual journeys. So other things could pop up at any point too. But I think that they may be a little bit clairvoyant, whether they know it or not.
What a joke. The Obama people got caught.
Mr. RSX, what should I be looking for in my upcoming weeks?
These Obama officials who told the country Trump was a traitor.
Well, you got a couple of things. You have a love relationship coming in or a soulmate connection possibly with a Pisces or a creative type. If you're not with anyone right now, someone new comes in. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship is rekindled or it moves forward. Feeling very grounded financially, maybe at work, feeling prepared to move forward, and feeling very strong. There's a lot of strength around you in the next couple of weeks.
They just didn't think they'd get caught. Well, we caught them. When House Republicans put them on the road from 2017, every single one of them said they had seen no evidence of collusion. So, American patriot Rick Renell,
Crystal, why is my cousin not giving me the rest of my grandmother's money? And if so, when?
James Clapper, quote, never saw any
It could be soon. You could get it soon, like before the end of the year.
not in possession of anything. Susan Rice, I don't recall.
Why is my cousin not giving me the rest of the money? It comes up as if she's maybe trying to protect you. I don't know if she thinks that you're, you go through money fast, or that you maybe, maybe she wants to invest it for you. It doesn't look like she's trying to do it because she's doesn't want you to have it. It looks like she's trying to like look out for your future. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's coming up here. Feeling prepared, wanting a wish around you, wanting you to have something that can change your life. I don't know how much money we're talking, but I don't know if she's feeling like if we invest it, we can make it grow, and you could have something down the road. But I think that you're getting some money before the end of the year, possibly in the month of November. Nicole, what are the chances Jeff is having a child with Kay?
She's in the phone case today. That history looks back on this decision. How do you think it will be written?
Well, history's written by the winners.
70% chance. I don't know. I don't think he would be happy. I'm not so sure that he would want that. So you should definitely be careful. I don't trust her, but I don't really feel that she's that happy either. So she may not want that either.
And had nothing to do with the legitimate investigation. The DOJ said Flynn's phone call with the Russian ambassador.
Elizabeth, general for next month. Oh, Susie, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in every night, or, you know, a lot, and watching. This is for Elizabeth. General for next month. Oh, next month looks like you have some promising things. Feeling prepared next month. Feeling like you, the Empress is like, feeling like a Roman goddess. Just be careful if you don't want kids when this card shows up, but otherwise it's an excellent omen. Money, fertility, abundance, prosperity. There's a Virgo around you next month. There's also, could be a creative project that you're working on. Be careful that you don't get yourself in a love triangle. If you do, but you're the center of it, then that's fine. Just be careful that you don't end up as one of the, you know, sides of the triangle. It looks like you may be going on a vacation, possibly around water, or planning a trip around water. You also have an Aries around you next month. Next month should be nice. I don't like when the TV goes off, even though I have no idea what's on. And, all right, well, I don't know where the remote is, so we'll have to stay off right now. Nicole, chances of Jeff and I getting back together. Pretty good. Pretty good. You only have one ace, but you have the Lover's card. So pretty good. I'm going to say at least an 80% chance that you'll get back together. Oh, I ordered new cards. I got new cards coming, I think sometime next week, and they're different. So something that's coming is different. So that'll be fun. Jessica, Is my soulmate older or younger? I'm 33. And is he of a different race? Okay, let's see. Is he older than 33? Yes. All right, is he of a different race? I don't think he's of a different race, but the race question is tough, and also nationality is tough because, like I always say, I had a friend in high school who was half Irish, half Chinese. Her mom was Chinese, her father was Irish, and she looked Chinese. So, is she of a different race? Yes and no, right? So it's kind of tough. And also foreign born. People that have a lot of Sagittarius in them can sometimes either be foreign born and you might not know it, or they wind up with a foreign love. So, something about the relationship is foreign when there's a Sagittarius. Not always, but a lot. Sometimes the kid may be a Sagittarius and one of the parents is foreign. And sometimes you don't know that somebody is foreign. Like they may have been born here. Like I have a friend of mine who was born in India. He came here when he was 6. But if he didn't tell me he was born in India, I wouldn't know. Like to me, he's American. You know what I mean? So it's kind of difficult. Take that part with a grain of salt. But I do think that he's older than 33. Stephanie, was he with her last weekend when he ignored me? Okay, let's see. I'm only getting a 33% chance he was with her last weekend. I'm not convinced that he was with her last weekend. No, 33 is pretty low. Allison, will JM be stationed on the East Coast or the West Coast? Okay, will JM be stationed on the East Coast? I think on the East Coast, and I think it can be transforming to your life. So I don't know what coast you're on, but East Coast, and I think that it would make the relationship would be transforming. That's how it would affect you. Stephanie, what is he hiding from me, and why is he doing this? Well, first we have to make sure that he's really blocked you, because I can't see why he would block you. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand what would make him block you. It does look like the devil is here. So the devil could be anything from like an addiction to playing video games to being addicted to a substance to being jealous. Like there's demons around when the devil shows up. So he is hiding something. But I'm not seeing him really connected with anybody else at this point. So would it be necessary for him to block you to go out? I don't know. Well, you can't even go out drinking. The bars are closed. That's why it doesn't make sense that he's blocked you. It's not showing up that he's like with a random woman. Like I'm not seeing that. There's no other woman here. If he is with E, they're fighting. It's not like a love fest. It's like arguments. That also, I mean, the devil really isn't arguments. It could be jealousy. Jealousy could come out. I hope he's not doing this to make you jealous. I don't know. I don't think he would do that. I don't know what this guy is doing. See, he comes up unbalanced, okay? Two of Pentacles in reverse. He also comes up like he hasn't changed. He's not transforming. But I'm not seeing him in, hooking up with anybody here. It's not showing that. It does show that he's a little bit spontaneous. It does show that he's prepared. There are arguments around him. Here's the Five of Swords, but unless he is with her and he's been arguing with her and he blocked you because he didn't want you to call, but if he didn't want you to call, why does he have to block you? Why couldn't he just let the phone go to voicemail? You don't have to block someone, or why not just give you an excuse, not that you may not buy it, but at least it would be like, listen, I'm not going to be home tonight. I'm going to be, I don't know, helping my father with something or babysitting my nephew or whatever it is. I don't know. There is something that's missing here. If he is with her, first of all, if he is with her and it showed 70% chance he's with her, it's better he's with her than anybody else, because that relationship, I believe, is over anyway. So if they're arguing and they're torturing each other one more time, then let them fight. If that's where they are, that's where they are. But I'm not seeing like a new love around him, or like he's hiding that he's seeing other people. That's not showing up at all. There's no, it's not showing like the Three of Cups in reverse with somebody else. I don't know. I'm not, it's not adding up. And I call from another number or ask somebody else to call and see if they go to voicemail. Goonie. My brother suffers from schizophrenia, but he oddly removes himself from bad situations like he did is being he's being told to. He removes himself and goes to the beach. Is it possible that he's hearing spirit as well? I think anything is possible. Let's see. It is possible. He comes up very intuitive. It's possible. Yeah. Joshua, how will we meet? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't give you names of people. I can't give you dates. I can't give, I don't know. The cards don't really read like that. The best I can tell you is what may be around, but I can't tell you like, you're going to meet at the library on Tuesday. It's just, the cards don't work like that. Divine timing. You'll be at the right place at the right time. See, that's how the cards read. Like, you'll be at the right place at the right time. Where is the right place at the right time? You don't know. But it's usually something that you don't expect and it happens out of the blue. That's usually what it is. It could be, it's possible that it's around a business of some type, possibly near a bank or around a business that deals with money, because there's a lot of pentacles here. A bank, a liquor store, something that would have a lot of cash on hand, a bar, could be a bar, and it's spontaneous. It's a spontaneous adventure. So it's like, it could be the kind of thing like you had no intentions of going to this place and then you went, somebody asked you to go and you were at the right place at the right time, and that's how you meet. Sue. What's that, Sue? I don't see the question. Brandy, yes, you can close the super chats. Thank you. Let me do Stephanie first, and then I'll look for Sue. How are things going to be this week after this? You got to lay down the law, and you will. Ace of Swords. You're not going to take any of this bullshit. I'm telling you, you're not going to. You have a wish around the situation, and you're not going to stand for any bullshit. You got a Tower moment here. He's going to have to come clean, otherwise you're going to cut him up. And he's going to feel burdened. He may come clean just because he's going to feel like he's got to get everything off his chest. It looks like he feels like he's backed into the corner this week. Like you got him back into the wall, up against the wall. and he's going to have to tell you the truth, or you're not going to have it. I'm really curious to see if that was really blocked, because I can't imagine that this guy would block you. He's got to know how fucking dumb that is. He's got to. Stephanie, we were good and had a good convo earlier. That's what I'm saying. And then it's like, you don't just go from having a nice conversation and things being okay, and then all of a sudden you block someone. Like I said, it's very easy to make a mistake. I mean, I deleted my email app the other day by accident. It could happen. He could hit the button. You know, especially if you were the last person that he spoke to and your name came up. It's easy on the iPhone. It's easy to fuck around like that. But this is like, your trust with him was already on the table before this. This is like icing the cake. Moving forward, I'm telling you, the Ace of Swords is here, which is, it's not going to settle for, like, he's not going to be able to bullshit his way out of this. You're going to have to hear the truth from him, and you're going to know whether or not it's the truth. I never thought that he was playing both sides. I don't think that that's what he's doing. The only thing that could possibly make sense is that the two of them are having an argument, or a big bad argument, and he's afraid that you're going to call, and he's afraid of that. So that's why, that's the only thing that would make sense. It's not showing here. You know, it's not like it's showing, I'm going to be with this person, and when it's convenient for me, I'll be with her. It doesn't show that. It shows that he's trying to get out of that relationship. Three of Swords in reverse. It's almost like he's not even so much hurt over the situation anymore. It's more of like, okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, enough. Okay, I get it. I was wrong. It's over. Goodbye. But it's like she keeps harping on it, and they may be fighting. That's the only thing that would make sense to me. She could be perseverant. She could, you know, be the kind of person that gets a little bit in his face. And she may be, you know, it also could be the kind of thing where he may have been afraid that she was going to show up. She may be angry, and maybe that's why he was like, listen, I got to deal with this. Let me just take care of it. He's starting to really dislike her. So I can't imagine that this is the kind of thing where he's like, well, I'm just going to block her so that I could be with this one tonight. Like, the whole thing makes no sense, really, because he didn't have to block you. He could be with her, and he could shut his phone off and put it in the drawer. And, you know, like, the blocking thing to me, it seems very unnecessary. If he was going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you would only block somebody if you wanted to piss them off. So why would you do that? Put your phone away. Take the phone and put it away. You know, and then he's not with her. They're not in a relationship. She's got nothing to say about who calls him. What is she going to do? Ask to see his phone? Fuck her. Who the hell is she? Don't get me started. It's people. I can't imagine. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He is really going to have to come up with the truth for you, because you're not going to stand for it. I can tell you that right now. This guy better figure out his shit. Anjali, what are Ace feelings for me? And does he love me? 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's got love for you here, definitely. He thinks that you're strong, caring, kind, attractive, hardworking, loyal, dependable. He thinks that the two of you have a good connection, definitely. Julie. Will Don and the girl break up sooner? He seems to be home quite often. Okay, let's see. Will Don and the girl break up sooner? 33% chance they're breaking up sooner. So I'm not convinced yet. Sue, will my brother's music career go in the time and the manner that he has planned? Yeah, I think so, more or less. Oh, Mel, the donation question from Crystal. Has the new Aries realized that I'm walking away yet? 70% chance, yes. He feels a little bit off balance or off kilter because of it. So Mel has another question and Brandy has 2 questions. In the meantime, I will answer for some of the other people while I wait for those questions to come in. Rara, can I know how my mom and sister view me and where do they see their relationship with me going? I want to know what their expectations are, okay? Well, they kind of feel like you're walking away from them with the 8 of Cups. But you really may not be walking away. You may just be laying down the law with them. And you may persevere and try to keep this relationship alive with the 2 of them. There's transformation coming in, and there's also happiness around the home. So I think you guys can work it out if you're all on the same page. Spontaneity, and you have a good connection here. I think that they view you as somebody who either needs guidance or somebody that they can control. But I think that if you put your foot down and show them that they can't do that to you and they have to treat you with respect and like you're an adult, I think you get what you want out of the situation and your relationship with them can move forward. They fear that you're going to walk away, yeah. Brandy, how is my spiritual growth coming along? It's such a journey. It really is. But it looks like you are very well balanced. You may have some decisions to make around the situation. It also looks like you have a wish here. So things are moving along for you very well. Chariot, things move forward quickly. You may have some moments where you just feel really connected and like you're exactly where you should be. And then you may have moments where you feel like, oh my God, maybe this is all crap. And I think that's normal. I think I felt like that many times before. I think you just keep plugging away and you just keep working with your intuition and meditating. And I think that you just keep going. You don't stop. I think you're on the right track. Stephanie, I called from my other number and he picked up. Oh my God, what a dick. Really? Did you say anything or you hung up? Let me see. He picked up, didn't even reply because I was in shock. I hung up and called back 2 times. Why is he doing this? All right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can get anything else. You know what the funny thing is that he comes up feeling fucking weak. That's why. He's a fucking weak. He's also not hardworking. And the devil is around him again. You're going to find out what the devil is. You're going to find out. Oh, man. The way the cards look, it looks like he's playing games. It doesn't look like there's any real reason for this. You know, it's not like, you know, I'm married and I'm with my wife right now and I can't talk to you. It's like I'm fucking around playing games. That's what it comes off. Feeling unbalanced, feeling unfocused, sharp words. I wonder if he's hanging out with like buddies and he's like trying to act cool. Yeah, you're real fucking cool. The devil is here. I don't know if he drinks or he's got some kind of, but he comes up feeling unbalanced. He also comes up feeling like he has no choices. You're going to find out what that devil card is. This reading shows he's playing games. He's not doing it for any real reason, like other than I'm playing games. And that's a real dickhead to do that. Really. He does drink. Maybe he's drunk. I'm curious to see what he's going to say about this because you're going to speak to him. You're definitely going to speak to him. And I'm really, really curious as to what he's got to say. Brandy, what has Derek been up to? It doesn't look like he's been up to all that much. It looks like he feels like his life is kind of in a standstill. He may be arguing a lot with the people around him, feeling a little bit ungrounded. I don't know if he works right now or if he can work with this pandemic, but he's feeling like upside down with his job. Like he's either not getting the respect he needs or maybe he's not working. It looks like he's got some arguments around him that he may be dealing with. And he's overthinking. He's over contemplating his life, sitting around thinking a lot. It could be because maybe he's stuck in the house and under quarantine, but it doesn't look like he's got all that much happening. Leroy's current feelings towards Kim the Leo. Okay. Leroy's current feelings towards Kim the Leo. Well, I don't know what kind of relationship they have, but to one another, but this is what it shows. He holds himself back. He's got decisions to make and he feels like walking away, or he is walking away. Love cup is in reverse. So if this is a love relationship or a love interest, that's not a good sign. And it also shows that he's feeling like he's not pursuing it. So there's heartbreak around the situation too. Temperance in reverse is also more imbalance. So he may not be feeling very good about this person right now. I'm curious as to what their relationship is because it's not looking good. Like even as friends, it's not looking good. It's like the kind of thing like I'm backing away from this because there's a lot of nonsense going on, or she's a lot of work. That could be too. She's a lot of work and I'm not putting the time in. That kind of an attitude. She's Leo. Maybe she's pretty fiery. She may be a lot to deal with. Stephanie, was he just using me for sex and things? Doesn't come up that he was using you. It does come up that he feels like he's got choices or decisions to make, but it doesn't come up that he was using you. No, I can't say that. Yeah. She's evil. Oh, she's the one that we've talked about before. She does crazy things. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's a little afraid of her. Michelle. Oh, yeah, Michelle, whenever you make a PayPal donation, just send the question with blue hearts. That's the PayPal sign. Should I keep hanging out with Raul, or should I start putting distance between us and focus on my future career? I'm planning on enlisting in the Army. Okay, let's see. Should I keep hanging out with Raul? You know what? I got yeah, I think you should keep hanging out with him. I got 2 aces, which is 70%, and then you have the 3 of cups, which is cause for celebration. So, excuse me, even if you enlist in the Army, even if you get deployed somewhere, there still could be a future for this relationship. And if you guys are getting along well right now, I would not end that. You could still have the best of both worlds, and you could make it work if you really wanted to. It looks like this relationship could stand the, you know, the test of time if need be. At least right now, it looks pretty good. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't give it up. I don't think you have to. And good luck for you. Good luck to you. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm definitely interested in what this guy's going to say to you tomorrow. Definitely. All right, I'm going to go. But tomorrow I'm going to be on early and then late because I won't be home during the day. So maybe I'll try to get on by like 11 or 12 in the morning, you know, something around that time. I'll see you guys then. Thank you all very much. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.